Hello and welcome to the first episode of Goodgame Empire on my brand new channel. Let's jump into it. So this will be an overview of my account, and for first some technical stuff, because this is first video. So if you aren't subscribed, subscribe right now to have notifications of new videos. And I will switch my game to English because I can do that easily, and this will be covered in next video, how to change the game language. And I will be playing on Polish 1 server, so here is where you can find me. You can't contact me on different servers, but you can contact me on Outer Realms, typing my nickname Endex space play dash pl1. So this is how you can contact me in game, or just write a comment. And today I'm gonna make an overview of my whole account. So first are my castles, then about my army, how many defensive and offensive troops do I have in my castles, then about all the game currencies, which is rubies, gold, and a lot of currencies which we have in this tab. So I'll cover all of this, and then titles, glory, and gallantry, if I am right. Yeah, gallantry titles. So that's the last thing is about achievements. So this will be the last thing. Yeah, so let's start. First, my main castles, and I will make first I will tell about my production, then about public order, then building elements in, or how is it called? I don't know. It's okay, like building elements in my build items, sorry, in my grannies. And last, what's my food capacity, so food storage capacity, how much can I put in. And of course I can't put 2.5 million because I contacted support with a bug, so that's why I have more than I should have. Of course that's not my storage capacity. So yeah, let's go. First, main castle. The production is, I can't check it because brewery is going on, so we need to switch it off, then I can see it. It's 66,500 food per hour. Let's switch it back on, or no, let's not switch it because I will show you 35 actually thousand honey per hour. That's the honey production. Okay, let's switch it on. And the meat, okay, let it turn properly on. And the meat production is right now 268k. So I'm usually producing like from 250 to 300,000, and I'm gonna product maybe 400,000, 400k of meat per hour, like in future, if I'm gonna put better decorations and more army. Okay, then my public order is 78,000 on main castle. And just to mention before I hop into the rest of the video, this is not to flex on you or show my power. This is just to explain you how am I playing, what am I playing on. And because this is first video on my new channel, then I want you to to see what am I playing on, to see what am I gonna talk about, and what are capabilities of my account, what can I do and what I can't. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna, why am I actually doing this video. And let's continue to relic in greenhouse. And as it is my first English video, I'm very sorry, but I'm sometimes using some kind of words too often. Just remind me in comments if I'm doing this and it you don't like it, because you know, with Goodgame Empire you don't have many things. Well, you actually have, but you often call them the same and you need to repeat and repeat yourself. Okay, so the build items. Okay, the name is build items. I can't guess its name without knowing like technical name in Goodgame Empire. So yeah, build elements in apiaries are plus 1,100 honey production per hour in all of them. So there's 10. Then my greenhouses, I lost them, sorry, they are on the top. No, where are they? Where are my greenhouses? I don't know. They are kind of sorted, or that's interesting. I don't know, but they have 25 level base food production build items. Early conservatories have also 25, one of them, and then 80s, and then 80s and 16s, and that's the elements levels. And the food storage capacity is 367k. Okay, let's jump to the next castle, which is my first outpost, called Rainbow Empire. It was called before like LGBT and all this stuff. It was just a funny name created 3 or 4 years ago, so that's it has no connections, okay? And yeah, this is my best outpost. It has highest food production, and so I put a relic bakery and relic storehouse into this outpost. This is my only one set of these relic buildings, so I put them in my best outpost, and I'm actually building it as a best outpost because it has them. So yeah, there's some best decorations and best build items. But let's not talk about this, let's just tell you what it has. 98,000. It depends, like I am experimenting with decorations, I need to put them into other castles, so it's from 98 to 101,000 to 102,000, something like this. Then I have brewery here, but it's only for keeping like 2,000 defensive units on the wall, so I can defend my flank easier with these mid units. There's no, as you can see, there's no apiaries, so they don't produce any honey. Then second thing is public order. There's 58,000, so it's not the best score, but it's fine, it's enough for me. And next is build items in my granaries and relic greenhouses and conservatories. It's pretty high because it has 29s in relic conservatories and greenhouses as well. Then in granaries, I hope I spelled this correctly, granary, I hope so. There's 29 and they are not in right order, so they are mixed, but there are 22s, 25s and 15s and 8s on lower ones, so it's mixed but pretty high level, so that is why I have this high production. And the last one is storage capacity, which is 151k on base resources and on kingdom resources. And on food I have 496k. It has best build item put into bakery, which gives plus 275k food storage capacity. Okay, and next outpost is lightness. It's called lightness, and it's the worst outpost, maybe, yeah, also because of the fact that it has a lot of guard houses. They are made because of recently receiving more and more sabotages and people trying to check what's in my castles. So I don't want this, I don't want sabotaging my castles, so I put them up, and I'm still upgrading them. They are not maxed, and they are taking, as you can see, there's like 18 of them. They are taking a lot of space, but anyway, this castle produces 68k of food per hour, and the public order is 34,000. And my granaries are not upgraded so well here because I'm really lazy, and I don't even, like, I'm not jumping into this castle, you know, I'm not recruiting units, I'm just buying them with rubies. So that's the level of my laziness, or how you call it. But regularly I'm buying them from Nomad Camp for Khan tablets. So yeah. And then relic greenhouses and conservatories. They have 16s and 18s, I guess. Yeah, 16s. Okay, there's no 18s. There's not even a single one 18. There are 16s, and there's a lot of 16s, and then some purple ones at 8th level. Okay, and the last one thing is food storage capacity. It is 243,000, so it's pretty small. Yeah, let's go to next castle, which is Flawless. Yeah, the names are, I think, really great, and it's the medium one. It's not the worst, it's not the best. I know some people like try to make all of their outputs the same or keep the difference between food production as low as possible, but I'm not this one. I have different outputs. So this one produces 72k, but it also has brewery on. So with brewery and without this fire up, it makes about 80k food production per hour. Yeah, the decorations give here 45,000 of public order, and granaries are also not upgraded so well. Build items are on level 18s and 16s, so there is some 18s, some 16s, and maybe a bit smaller. Food storage capacity is nearly 300,000 units. Okay, and yeah, there's brewery. It doesn't produce a lot because it produces 12,500 of mead, and 5 of these apiaries produce nearly 12,000, but they don't have build items. Only 2 of them have plus 1,100 or 1,100, depends how you call it. And I use it to have and to recruit some units because I have barracks level 14, so I recruit melee troops, melee attackers, melee offensive troops on this castle, and I recruit the distance ones in my main castle. So that's how I do it. I split the recruiting process to 2 castles actually. Yeah, let's maybe go a bit faster than my kingdoms. First kingdom, ice, or I don't know how you call it, but let's make a shortcut of it. It's ice, just ice, and there's 55,000 of production, nearly 22,000 of public order, which isn't a good score obviously. And yeah, build items are really crap here. There's a lot, they're really mixed, like 16 is the best and 7 or 8 is the worst, and they are like every of level is 1 or 2, so there's like 16, 15, 14, 13, 12 and etc. I'm starting to build guard houses here as well, but it's not finished yet. It takes a while to set them all up. And you see there's no ruby decorations, there's only the usual old ones decorations, which are obviously boosted in Fusion Forge for decoration fusion, but it doesn't have like great public order. Yeah, let's go on. The storage capacity is 180k, the smallest one, and now let's move to Suns. The game name is, I believe, Burning Suns or something, but let's call them Suns. Okay, so there's a lot of guard houses, about 20 or 18. They are not all upgraded yet, but they are going to be, and they are giving about 800 or not even more, like 900 guards, which stop nearly everyone from sabotaging and scanning my castle. Of course you have 5% to do this, but usually I know who is doing this, so majority, like huge majority of players aren't gonna sabotage or scan my castle because I will know this and they will have consequences of doing this. Granaries are pretty well upgraded. I have, I think, 6 of 30s, no, 5, and the one is close to 30 level. And build items, I have 122, I think, here, and the rest is 18s and 16s, so, and 15s, so it's not this good. I also have the lowest public order here. It's only 15,000, but the production, I forgot about it, sorry. It's nearly 60k because of good, pretty good build items and, you know, a lot of villages and good buildings, so it's boosted. And it allows me to hold enough troops to hit the towers and baron robbers, so it's enough. Oh, and just to mention, every castle has the castle mode, not the usual mode for resources, but the ruby one on level on first level. And now let's go. The storage capacity is 200,000, and on my what's the name of this kingdom in English? No idea. The Fire Peaks. Okay, so on the Fire Peaks, Sorry, but I'm really used to the Polish version, so I don't know everything, how it is called. So on the fire picks I have 85,000. It's the best kingdom. I'm holding most soldiers here, and they are used to, you know, hit towers only. And also I have guardhouses system here. It is maxed out, so there is 16, I guess, about 16 guardhouses. All are maxed out, and they give me 774 city guards, so they stop nearly all predators. And all granaries are also upgraded to level 30. They have the best build items from all my kingdoms, but not all castles. So there is plenty of 25s, 22, 18s, and 16s. So it's also mixed. Oh, and I need to mention that there are many ruby decors, like only ruby decors. Those are those ones, this Triumph of Honor and Triumph of Strength. They are only fused, so they have like 600 or 700 public order. You can't see it here, but here. So yeah, the whole public order is 40,000 nearly. Okay, so now let's talk about my army. It's pretty interesting topic because I have huge minuses, and I keep holding them all the time for like, I don't know, 1 year. I always do this. I like this because, you know, if you don't have minuses, you have like, what am I gonna do in game? But if you have minuses, then you know you're gonna have a lot of work in game, so you're playing, and it keeps you focused on game. It's like in the same time good and bad, because it keeps your activity good, but it consumes your time a lot. Okay, now let's start with defensive units first. On my main castle there is 45,000 of mid defensive ranged and melee, and I also have some support on our tower, 15,000 of each. So yeah, there is like, assuming all of this, there's 60,000 melee and 60,000 ranged units. Sorry, but you know, recording second video. Okay, and now about offensive units. There's 15 or maybe 20,000 of them, not a lot. I use them to hit robber barons and, you know, the kingdom towers. On my outpost Rainbow Empire, which has, I remind you that it has relic bakery, I keep holding here 50k melee and distance ruby defenders. They give me a lot of might, nearly 1 million. Next, I have 40k, nearly all of them are distance units, and they are used to hit, I don't know, players if there is need, any kind of events like Nomad Samurai, Berrymont, or, you know, foreign castles and bloody crows. So I use all of this stuff to hit them, only from this castle, not other castles. Next one, we have the worst outpost lightness. There's 15,000 sorry, of each kind of defensive units, and 10,000 of ranged attackers to hit the towers. Then a flawless, the outpost which starts to go into mid, but it's not actually there. So there's 20 something thousand of each kind of defensive units, and some, but I see that it's not enough offensive units to hit the towers as well. Next I have this monument, but I just got it and I know it stays here. Someone tried to attack it with some crappy commander, and he actually didn't, he lost while attacking offensive units which don't have any defensive statistic, and he lost on the wall. He didn't even pass the wall, so that was such a crap attack. But okay, never mind that. Defensive units on my kingdoms are maybe 15,000 on the ice, and more, actually, no, it's 13,000 of offensive units to hit the towers, because I love to hit the towers, and I collect a lot of money not from nomads or samurai, from the towers. They are great. You need to hit them more and more and more, and to max out as much as you can. I have like 60 max, and I'm working on 80 max on my sons, so it's really great. And with mid units you can have like 2 or 3 units lost per attack, so you can attack and attack and attack, and you collect a lot of resources. That's great. A lot of loot to your weekly rankings and you know all this stuff. Let's go to sounds. I have not a lot, it's about 7-8k of melee and ranged, both of them, and 20k of distance because I'm maxing many towers, so I'm making automatic attacks. I'm not using any templates to attack, so yeah, that's used to hit towers. And on my fire peaks, I have 15,000 of each defensive ruby units, and I have 20,000 of renegade arrow throwers, which are great for hitting towers on ice, on fire peaks, sorry. So I have a template for this kind of attack. I use it here, and then I apply this preset, to the wave, and I apply it to all waves. Then I attack, and I have like 10 units lost, or maybe 15, and it's great because it travels. Look, I used money horses, so it's not using any rubies or feathers of travel, and it goes only 4 minutes to this distance. Not a long distance, but you know it's great because it doesn't walk and walk and walk for half an hour, so it's not irritating this much, and it's great for hitting towers actually. Okay, but talking about army, I told you everything. Now let's go to my my currency overview, skipping all these event ones like talismans and you know rune stones. I have over 1 million account tablets, 1 million samurai tokens, actually a lot of pearls because this event is still going, and event with runstones and with talismans and torn talismans. Those events are dead. They didn't show up in like 1.5 years or like in 2 years. And then I have 3 castle passage tokens, which I can use them to move to this special kind of outer realms, which is great. I love them because you don't need to put any money to actually be high in rankings if you know how to play it well. Maybe some kind of tutorial in future. I don't have a lot of Kanta medals. I need them to switch my I don't know this, sorry, and I'm not able to check it now. You know, to pay this, to change your foreign castle or bloody crow to a different one. I don't know this process name, sorry. Then shapeshifter, I'm not collecting them like for half a year because I'm not interested in any transfers. You can transfer them for some crappy things at my level. At your level it might be useful, but for me it's nothing interesting. Then I have pretty decent amount of samurai medals, which I can use to transfer for some build items which are really great. And then seeds, or however you spell this, seed, or I think seed. So I have 320 of them, and I'm pretty deep into this souvenir buildings, because I only need to make unlock mode level 3 and this 5th row of these researches. Okay, let's go back to currencies. There's not a lot of them, but yeah, 3 lucky pennies to multiply rubies from a monthly subscription. Only 500 fast travel feathers. This is small amount. I need to buy them at blacksmith, unfortunately. I have a lot of village tokens, and I have all my food villages maxed, and I keep buying this because if they add another kingdom, but we're not expecting this probably, or I add possibility of new villages, I know mid villages, you don't know what's gonna happen. So I thought like, yeah, let's keep some to buy in future, so I have them. A bit of construction tokens and a lot of upgrade tokens. Relic shards, I recently used them to max out my PvP1 commander. A bit of gold and silver pieces to buy maybe, you know, to buy machines for 1 or 2 events. This booster I skip. Oh, and time skippers, I don't have a lot of them. I only have a decent amount of 30 minutes, but I'm gonna buy rubies in 1 or 2 weeks, so it's gonna be more of them. Yeah, I think that's all for currencies. Now let's jump into titles. I used to have the Proud and the Ruler of the Battle, but now I don't have them since I was really lazy and I didn't attack nearly any foreign castles, so I lost from 80 million to 50 million points, and you require 70 million on my server to be in top 100, so I'm not. And the ruler of the battle, I'm gonna score this and this, and also supreme commander and maybe war advisor as well. If I score it, that will be great, because I'm gonna hit Berrymont pretty hard this time. Yeah, I know, 1.5 or 2 millions of gallantry points in this event, because it's great in in Overlord, in the main kingdom. It's great to collect them. It's easier than in War for Berrymont, this other kingdom, which shows up sometimes. Yeah, and now just jump into achievements. I'm not gonna talk a lot about them. I don't have a lot of points too. I have only 48k. It's 37% of whole progress. But not gonna lie, the new achievements give a lot of points, because look, there is an achievement to set 12 million resources to other players, and it gives you 75 points. And then if you jump into new achievements which require you to equip commander with gold, like relic equipment of gold, 3 gold stars, it gives you 5,000. It's so unbalanced that new achievements give you better points than old ones. So this is why I'm only 37% after 5 years of playing this game. Well, in economy, I have nearly everything maxed, only not honey and this premium relic food build item, because I used to create plus 1100 build items, not this plus 1000, because they're worse. Okay, military. I have no, I don't have equipping Castellan. I don't have Islands achievement. I don't have healing units in hospital, because it requires you really enormously huge amount of them. Then I don't have this equipping with 3 silver stars and 3 gold stars, and the same with Castellans. And I don't have this mid units higher levels achievements. Then in challenges, I don't have hoarder. I didn't click them all, and that's only one which I missed from here. And from events, I was a small guy while the great tournament was going on, so I wasn't able to catch any tops, and I don't have these achievements, unfortunately. I don't know if it's gonna come back anytime. Sorry. The relic hunter is, collecting this crap from Robert the Baron, and it's so rare that I'm stuck on this. They're really rare to collect these things. Yeah, earning awards from the Marauder event, you need to pay him resources, but he's gone for a good year or more, so you can do this, unfortunately. I finished Icy Renegades. Oh, there is cool names, yeah. Icy, Desert, and Fiery. So I finished on the Icy, but I am close to the finish on Desert and Fiery Renegades. Then Berrymont is finished. Thorn King is finished. Plate Coast isn't, because I didn't complete it on master levels. I didn't collect runes and some stuff with Khan and with Samurai, because it's fresh. Oh, and these achievements which they added some time ago. Okay, so I think that's all. Last one thing to mention is that I have subscription number 1, or however you call it. Yeah, player subscription number 1. I have it because it's useful. If you attack nomad camps, you need to skip only 1 hour, not 1.5, so that's great. If you wanna spend some money on the game, it's a good choice to buy this subscription. So yeah, that's all from me. If you want, feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a bell so you receive all notifications, like the video if it was useful to you and you liked it, or dislike if you didn't like it, and give me information, because these ratings are really important to me. And thank you all for watching, and see you in next one. Bye.